starting. Okay, so I forgot to set this up entirely, so that was on my bad. But we'll get this rolling. I don't have a lot of time tonight. I travel day yesterday, so I'm a little bit behind the eight ball already. Luckily, though, it is a bye week, which means the show prep a lot quicker than normal, and willing and ready to take on a bunch of fan quesos this week. So we'll get that post out. I'll actually do that tonight so that we can have that ready for tomorrow. But yes, the Rams falling to 1-4 on the season after falling to the Green Bay Packers. I think that ultimately the final score is closer than the game actually felt. It kind of felt like the Rams weren't really able to get anything going. I have not yet gotten a chance to go through my rewatch and actually check out the game itself. And then, so obviously my perception of the game is a little bit skewed right now, simply because, like I said, I was there, so kind of difficult for me to have like a real solid understanding of everything. Because especially too, and like definitely not to complain on the seats, because these seats are the most badass seats that I've ever had for a Rams game. But you're so close that it's kind of hard to watch everything develop. So I really do need to rewatch it again to really have a solid understanding. So the join link is in the comment section. I see Cool Bro and Edwin hanging out already. But I'll say this, man. So as far as the the state of the Rams goes right now, I see you sitting there, man. I'll pull you on here in just a moment. But really, kind of the vibe that I'm feeling right now, man, is that like at 1-4, the chances that the Rams turn this around and do something really badass, slim, not impossible, but slim. And I think that there's just some things that need to happen. First of all, get healthy. We are dramatically feeling, I think especially in these last two games specifically, feeling the losses of Kupp and Nakua. Not having them in these last two games specifically, I think we've really felt that. And then the linebackers, man. So Christian Roseboom and Troy Reeder. And I'm here to support. I'm not here to trash any Rams players or anything like that. But simple fact is they're not getting it done. And I think it is now time. We've reached the 5 weeks into the season where the same mistakes are being made by these two. So I do think it is time to try some others. And I wouldn't be mad at all if post-bye week we actually see a Spates and Hummel combo there. Not sure if that's going to happen. Not sure if that's something that's going on, a conversation that's happening in inside closed doors in the Rams world. But I think that we are at that point right now. And those mistakes, like I said, they just kind of keep continuing. So it's about that time we just need to check it out, man. I feel like if we are willing to make Trey White a healthy scratch, we need to be willing to put down Reeder and Roseboom as far as starters on this defense. I think that's just where I'm at emotionally with the defense, especially. I think Chris Shula is doing not a good enough job. I'll just say it like that. Because again, I'm not here to down anybody. I'm not here to trash anybody on this team. It just feels like a lot of situations we should be a lot better than we actually are. So that's kind of unfortunate. That's where I'm feeling right now. But it also, I will say this, I feel like we're better than a 1-4 football team. So part of me feels like once like Kupp and Nakua and these guys are back, that we can be okay. But ultimately, we need to see that happen first for me to actually say that. But like Raiders, winnable game, obviously. After that, we get I'm already blanking on it. So at Minnesota, that's a tough game, sure. They're still undefeated right now. Then we hit the road against Seattle, back against on Monday Night Football against Miami. So I'm thinking maybe out of those 3 or 4, I feel good about. You know what I mean? So we just got to kind of take it one game at a time right now, and kind of see where we're at. But ultimately, as far as like playoffs go and stuff like that, I would say we're probably like in conversation for, we can maybe push for a wild card, but I would say let's not get our hopes too high. All right. Because simple fact, man, this football team just isn't as good as we want them to be right now. So just not playing to what I believe is our full capabilities. And it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. But again, 1-4 doesn't mean we're out of it, especially the NFC West division also actually not looking that great. The only winner was the Arizona Cardinals, and when the Arizona Cardinals are the only team winning the NFC West, that means it's wide ass open, baby. So you're not going to tell me that this season's over for sure. And yeah, we'll kind of feel how we all feel after the bye week, leading into this week and stuff like that. But that's kind of where I'm at right now. We do have a guest though sitting in the wings to hop on with us. Cool, bro. I do see your comment there. If your parents will allow you, man, definitely hop on in. You're always welcome here, man. But let's bring him in. Friend of the show, friend of the Joe. All right, it is Edwin with the emphasis on the win. How you feeling, man?
Dude, it was not a good week or a good weekend to be an LA sports fan. Every single LA based team lost this weekend,
Yeah,
bro.
man.
The Rams, USC, the Lakers, and the Dodgers, bro. Not it was not a good week for LA or a
Dude,
good weekend for LA.
all of them, man. And then Dodgers, how they do on where are they at in the series right now? I'm not really paying attention.
1-1 against the Padres, bro.
Okay, because I'm
Well,
a
we
Rockies
got
fan. So once the playoffs start, the season's over. So it's like, okay,
right. Move on, move on.
yeah, it's over. All right, cool. Avs coming
Right.
back around the corner though. That's pretty exciting stuff. So
There
we
you
get
go.
we get hockey back. That's where I can feel good again. But yeah,
Right.
man, this game, man. I was there, so I've kind of limited perspective. I haven't done my rewatch yet. What did you see as kind of like? Do you agree that the score was closer than the game actually felt?
Oh, for sure, dude. For sure. I completely felt like I was feeling so good, you know, at by the half, like halftime, like, oh
Mhm.
sweet, like, we got this. Like, especially after that pick six, dude. Like, when Byron Young, like, boom, shoulder check Jordan Love, and he threw that, and he got that pick six going there. I'm like, yeah, let's do it, let's go. I was so hyped, and I'm sure, like, you were just like, go,
I
you
lost my
know.
mind.
And
Yeah, I went
oh yeah,
crazy.
dude, it was awesome, bro, and I love that. Like, and I I'm so happy that we like Tre'Davious White. Like, I hope whatever happens. Like, I hope he gets bounced back on his feet, whatever, blah blah blah. But I was one of those that wanted Akella Witherspoon in there, and then we ended up getting Williams back, and I think they played a good game, and our defense. Like, I know people are like ragging our defense, but like, if you think about it, I felt like they did enough to where our offense had an opportunity to win that game. You know, um, I was feeling pretty good, and then as soon as Kyron Williams got the ball punched out, right? We were driving down the field. The ball
Yeah,
gets punched out, and then the Packers score. I'm like, it's over. Like, I honestly felt that way, dude. Like, I was just like,
yeah,
it's over. We're not gonna come back from that. And it sucks to feel that way, but we've seen this time and time again where something like, and to me it's so fluky, dude. It's so fluky because it's just like, and going into, because I knew we had the ball coming after the half, and I was like, okay, I feel like something's gonna happen. Like, I felt that in my heart. I was like, something's gonna happen. We're gonna fumble. We're gonna get an intercept. Like, they're gonna intercept us. Something's gonna happen. And of course, the Kyron Williams gets the ball punched out, which could happen to any running back, dude. I don't even blame Kyron for that. Like, he, thanks to Kyron Williams, we are in these games, dude.
yeah.
He is such a hard runner, and I appreciate what he does for us. But as soon as that happened, dude, I was just like, crap, this is not going to be good, you know.
Dude, it is
But
so real, man. You're absolutely right there about Kyron. And I will say this: I tweeted this out, but I can confirm that it is as cool as you think it is to catch a pass from him pregame when he's going around the stadium throwing them to fans. I got one.
wait,
I felt
you,
so
he,
cool
he
about it.
threw
It's
you the
one thing I
ball?
could throw. Yeah, I had to reach over, but I still caught it, so I feel pretty cool about it, man. And yeah, he even gave me one of those because he knew it was a bad throw. He was like, yeah, I feel
That's
pretty
so
good about it, man.
awesome.
Real quick, I want to address this one. Bill is saying he's like, what? He's asking what players are going to come back against the Raiders. Hey, man, I'll say this. Ask me
Hopefully, Cooper
this
Cup.
next week. Ask me this next week because I feel like we are not going to get any updates this week specifically because we don't have a game. So this week we're probably not even touching the field, man. So we're probably not going to get those answers. Next week we should have a better understanding of who we're going to get back in there. So I'm also gonna. I've got another guest here, man. We're going to hop in with all of us right now as another guest. It's been a bit, man, since we've had. This young gentleman in with us, but was a very big everybody was a big fan of this dude when he was coming in last year. So let's go ahead and bring him on in. Cool, bro. What up, man?
What's up, Seraph Show? How's it going?
Amazing, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, bro. That loss on Sunday, that was, bro. I was so sad when we lost, bro. It was devastating. It's devastating. But on the bright side, at least my first ever live stream on my YouTube channel. I was watching it on my YouTube channel. It actually went pretty good, and Peo gave me a shout out on his stream, so it went pretty good. Almost to 100 subscribers on my Cool Bro channel, so that's at least a bright side to it. But we were so close to winning, like so close. Like if we could have gotten that one touchdown, we could have won. And Stafford, like, what quarter was this in? We were like third and goal. There was Tutu open, and then there was Parkinson open. Mm-hmm. Who was he throwing to? He threw to the freaking field goal.
Yeah, he threw it. That was Colby. That was on my side, which was nice. So I had a pretty good shot of it at least. But yeah, it was going to Parkinson. But I thought when he threw it, I quickly looked over at the end zone, and I thought it was going to Tutu, and I thought that would have been a better throw. But and I also think that at the end there on that final drive, it feels like if Kupp or Nacua is in, we have a lot better success there. It just kind of felt like they confused us or something happened there, because on that fourth down play, I still have not seen it on, like, from a TV broadcast perspective. But when the ball left his hand, it was kind of like, okay, like as soon as it came out of his hand, it's like, oh crud, like, you know. So that's kind of a disappointment, man. But what do you think the Rams need to do, Cool Bro, after this bye week to turn it around?
I think, well, we definitely need Cooper Kupp and Puka back immediately. We need, I think we need to make some new plays, like make some new plays in the playbook. There's this play that I do in Madden. It's called Z Spot. So pretty much what you do is you get the wide receiver in motion next to the tight end. So then the wide receiver, they kind of like make an X, and the tight end kind of goes over to the side. So kind of like it sort of makes a Z kind of. And that play always works for me when I'm third down in Madden. I feel like we need to put that play into the playbook.
Might as well try, dude. Might as well try. Edwin, man, what are you thinking we need to do to turn it around, man?
Dude, honestly, like, I think we need to bring back some plays when we had Jared Goff. I don't know if you remember when we had Jared Goff, they did a lot of more motion. They did a lot of jet sweeps. And I know he tried doing one with Tutu to get that 2-point conversion.
Yeah.
It didn't work out, but I feel like we need a lot of more, like, misdirection, you know, like getting those kinds of plays, because you don't have the personnel right now to run the plays you want to run. It's been proven time and time again this season with the players we currently have, it's not working for us. So we need to do something a little bit different until we get our guys back. Because Sean McVay, as much as I love him, and I will always, you know, defend him, because there are some Rams fans that are literally calling him to get fired. I'm like, dude, he is literally the best coach we've ever had. Calm the hell down, you know? And it is just crazy to me. But Sean McVay, I think, kind of gets into his own head where he stops running the ball, even though it's working for us, and he just wants to pass. And if I can see that from my couch, I guarantee the opposing coaching staff understands, like, okay, McVay's just going to pass, sit back, he's going to throw an interception, something's going to happen, you're going to strip bump, like, something's going to happen, right? Mm-hmm. And I feel like Sean McVay just needs to get out of his own head sometimes. Like, do what is working, even if it's a little tedious, even if we're down a few points, do what's working. You were still getting some good yardage from Kyron. Blake Corum. Hey, look, Blake Corum actually showed up. Like, guys, he can run the ball, you know?
Nice.
Like,
well, nice to see,
exactly.
Actually.
Yeah, and so, like, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, we need to just rely on what's been working and not try to go do more than what we can based on the personnel we have right now. Once we have Cooper Kupp, once we have Puka Nacua back, yes, go back to what you're doing. But right now, we need to adjust. We need to make sure, because if we go into playing Las Vegas and if we lose to Vegas, I feel like I'm one of the more optimistic Rams fans. But man, if we lose to Vegas, that's just gonna, I don't know, man.
Well,
I
mean,
don't
and it's
know
not
at that point.
necessarily just for me. It's not necessarily losing to Vegas, but it's being 1-5. I mean, this is the NFL.
Right.
If you're at 1-5,
This is like the worst Sean McVay's ever been, right? This is the worst record he's ever had. Start. Yeah.
So, but if you're 1-5, I mean, it doesn't matter how good your schedule is or how much better you get. That is a big hole to climb out of, and realistically, probably just doesn't happen. And maybe like we're sitting at the 4th pick right now in the draft. You know what I mean? So like we're one of the worst.
So we're getting Shedeur Sanders.
We are one of the worst, man. But I will say this: you look at our defense last week going into it, we were 30th in the league on 3rd down, giving up half. 50% we were giving up. We gave up 1 of 8, 12.5% in this game. In our total yard, giving up almost 400 a game. We gave up 323, which is still a good chunk, but that's going to help our averages. Against the run, we gave up 126. Feels like a lot. We were giving up 165 a game. So we actually, on defense, according to the numbers, had a good day. But again, it's those plays where Reader and Roseboom are getting absolutely blasted back and just not doing anything. Yeah, Chris is commenting on your background noise here, Edwin.
Oh, sorry about that. I think it's my dog.
Yeah.
Sure,
But yeah, man, overall, I mean, the defense had a better day than we've seen, but at the same, those linebackers hurt, man. Reed and Roseboom are hurting us, and I support them. I've got their backs, but it is time now. I mean, again, I go back to my point that I said earlier. If we are willing to make Trey White a healthy scratch, why are we not willing to drop down Reader and Roseboom or Spates, or at least give them a shot, or give them some more reps at the very least? You know what I mean? We don't necessarily need to see them start and then Roseboom or Reader sit completely, but let's put them in there on a few plays. Let's get Hummel in there on a few snaps. Like, let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Because Reader and Roseboom clearly are not getting it done. What do you think, cool, bro? Do you think what do you think about our linebackers? Do you think anything needs to happen there, or you trust these guys?
I feel like maybe they need a little bit more training, but I feel. Do you guys think that Stafford maybe he can play a little bit better than what he played on Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, but no one's going to be perfect every week. You know what I mean? Like, I've got bad days at work where I'm just not on. You know what I mean? So it happens, and I'm not necessarily worried about it. I will say on one of those interceptions, though, on that deep ball that went to Tutu, I think that Tutu had zero fight on going for the ball there, and that's the part that frustrated me. It wasn't the throw on the that deep ball that frustrated me that it got picked off. It was the fact that Tutu just watched it get picked. I was like, dude, fight, man, go for it, do something, try to knock it down if you can, man. You're a defender at that point. You know what I mean? Like, you got to do something. But that was the part that frustrated me, and I know a lot of people are after Stafford right now. And yeah, there was a few plays where you're like, come on. But it also, he knows that. And I'm still not going to sit here and tell you that he's not a top 5 quarterback in this league because he had a bad day. You know what I mean? That's just not it. So, Edwin, on that deep ball to Tutu that got picked off, man, are you more frustrated with the throw, or that Tutu he just watched it get picked?
I'm more frustrated with the refs because I don't know if you guys saw on that replay. The defender was holding Tutu, man. He was holding him. And I'm like, how do you – I know. I totally understand you got to fight, but at the same time, dude, like, there were so many non-calls by the refs that hurt us. And I was like, what are you guys doing out here? Do you not see? And I don't know if you guys saw our Rams players were like, refs, hello, did you not see that? That pissed me off way more than what we did. Well, I guess the refs are wearing Packers colors right now.
I was in the stands doing the same thing, man. I was in the stands.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, and I'm not one to say like, oh, the game was decided by the refs. I am no one to say that just because of that 2018 NFC Championship. Like, I'm not allowed. Like, I can't do that right now. But at the same time, it's just like. Yeah, like the refs did us no freaking favors, dude. There were so many times where in video replay, you could clearly see their defensive their backs were holding our tight ends, wide receivers. They were just it was so stupid, dude. And I know you couldn't see because you were actually at the game. Like we have a better vantage point from TV, but like it was ridiculous. And I'm sure, Joe, when you go back and rewatch it, you're gonna feel the same way, dude. There were so many plays, even on the TV. They're like, why are they not calling that? That should have been, that should have been a call. And they were and that deep ball for Tutu, I can't get over like the fact that defensive player was just holding Tutu for like, you can see it on the replay. He was holding him. He lets go at that last second, and then Tutu's like, "Hello," and then it gets intercepted. So,
Which, yeah, I mean, I still think, though, you got to make a push for it. At least try to do something on it. But there was also another.
dude, don't forget, Tutu's like 159 and like super short too. So,
But also, there's one other effort play that I hated, and that was the tight end to Kraft, the touchdown to Kraft. Darius Williams on that play. It was like, yo, go for him, dude. What are you like? He's just walking him down the sideline. It's like, dude, hit him. What are you doing out here, dude? So, yeah, that was frustrating me too. Yeah, okay, we're about to do something that has never been done on this live stream, which is we're about to go 4 deep. All right, so we got another guest sitting here, and
quadruple.
I actually got to meet this gentleman this weekend, and it was absolutely awesome, man. Got to share a brewski with the broski, and that was pretty awesome, man. So let's go ahead and bring him on in. We kind of lost contact because I was spending too much money in the equipment room. Oh my God. They told me my total, and I was like, all right, here's the credit card. That's tomorrow Joe's problem. But yeah, coming in here, we've got Tuna. What up, man?
I was so curious, man. I waited by the register. I walked in that equipment room just to get my one pin because it was my first time at SoFi. Got my pin. 5 minutes goes by, 10 minutes. I'm like, did Joe get arrested? Like, what was he doing in there?
Spending too much. Let me find out my total for you. All right, I'll gladly share what I spent in the equipment room because I kept seeing stuff, dude. Heck yeah. I kept
nice.
Never forget. Never forget.
Like that. Yeah. It was
Okay,
a good
we got
time,
any
man.
guesses? We got any guesses on what I dropped in the equipment room on Sunday?
I'm gonna say 850.
Let's say
375.
1,000.
What'd you say, cool bro?
$1,000.
1,000. What'd you say, Tuna?
375.
Okay. You guys all overshot, actually. So man, that does make me feel a little bit better. I was at 345.
Dude, I spent $750 when I went.
35. But hey, you want to see what I got at least? Let me go grab it.
Yeah, what'd you get, man?
Yeah, hell yeah. Cool bro, right? Cool bro?
Yeah.
Is that your dude, I love your hat. I have the same hat.
Thank you. Yeah. I've had
So
this hat
sick,
for,
dude.
since like last season. That's when I got it, was last season. I think it was before last season started or during last season when it first started.
Yes. Love it.
Nice, man. We're gonna see the hall.
All right, y'all. So some new Ram socks, obviously.
Yes, sir.
Got the black. Yeah. I always get new socks every year. I already got new socks this year, but I was there, so I was like, all right, I'll get some new socks. Nope. I don't know what happened to Tuna. You're on here twice now, Tuna. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know. It said switch the app. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay, you're good. Got a game towel.
Nice.
Had to do that.
Did you get that Sean McVay bobblehead?
No, dude. Those things are so expensive. Let's see. I got my little stack of game pins here.
That's the one.
Nice.
They're not bad, man, but all right.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Right on the hat.
Yeah.
Let's see. This one here.
Oh, I like that.
Ooh, nice.
I don't know
That's
if you can see the logo on there. It's
unofficial.
yellow.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, okay. Yellow on yellow.
Yeah, but I love that one, man. That's sick. Expensive shirt, expensive shirt.
I like the sleeves.
Went ahead and snagged a hoodie.
Oh, yeah.
I like
That's
that.
sick.
Forgot you
Is
guys
that
got
wait? Is that the
Colorado
bone
in there.
white? Is that the bone white on that?
Yeah, just like the.
Of course it
Yeah,
is.
I love the bone, man. Bone's sick. And then I got the game shirt.
You are like one of like 10 people that like the
Nice.
bone. Oh, that's sick, dude.
Yeah, man. A little. Let's be real here. All right. If the Rams, if anybody official from the Rams is watching it, these are too expensive. Okay, too expensive
Dude,
for this.
that's why you wait after the game and go outside with the street vendors, and they have
Nah,
shirts
dude.
for like 5, 10
Nah,
bucks.
dude. I'm not getting knockoffs because there's a reason they're knockoffs. All right. But do you have a guess on how much this shirt cost?
I'm gonna say $35.
I'm gonna guess 40.
I wish.
You know, huh, Tuna?
What was it? We walked in. I was like, "Hey, bro, this is like $75 shirt."
$65 for this.
Oh my god,
Oh,
My buddy Jackson.
that was at
didn't
least
get
1.5 beers at the stadium.
My buddy Jackson didn't get one because he was like, nah, dude. In the styling, too, he was like, that's not my style. I'm not going to spend $65 on something I'll probably never wear.
That's funny.
Dude, it's LA. It's LA style.
Solid, man. You made out good, bro.
That was my haul. Not too bad, not too crazy. Didn't go over the top, but got enough to feel good about it. So yeah, 335. That's what 335 gets you at the equipment room.
What was the best thing you ate near your time in LA?
We didn't actually get that crazy, man. I don't know. We didn't get anything too nuts, man. We almost were going to yeah, Chris says still in the bag, man. Yeah, man. I got home yesterday and I got like 3 hours of sleep. So I got home and it was basically like I'm just chilling. I put my bags down and everything, and I was asleep by like 5:30. And my alarm went off for work this morning. And it was like, all right. But yeah, man, we were gonna go get Korean barbecue with Chris, and then it was looking a little too snug as far as time goes. My buddy had to fly out to Nashville the night of, and we had to get back and stuff like that. So it happens, man. It happens. What can you do? But yeah, it was a pretty good day, man. Pretty good day. So I'll take it. As far as the game goes, the game was stupid, but everything else was awesome.
Yeah.
I just got tagged in
Oh.
Just now got tagged in and that.
Oh, nice. Oh, from
Oh, hell yeah.
Thunder Ram.
Dude, how many Packers? Like, what was the ratio between Packers and Rams fans?
65 maybe Packers.
Visually, it looked about half. Audibly, it sounded full of Packers fans.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. When we were on offense, dude. Shut up.
Half of them were Rams fans. Like they just were yelling.
That's the thing is Rams fans
They need to learn how to be fans.
they don't exactly know yet
You freak out when the opposing offense is, has the ball.
They don't quite understand, like, hey, when your team's at work, you shut up and get crazy when you're on defense. They haven't grasped that fully yet at SoFi, but I think it's coming, man. They're only back for 8 years. We'll be all right.
It's crazy how all our home games have all the opposing teams have the craziest fan base. Like you got the Niners, you got the Packers, then you got Las Vegas. Because Raider fans. There's hella Raider fans in LA.
Yeah, that's the worst part about this, dude. Is our first 3 home games of the year are all against teams who have massive fan bases who will blow out our stadiums. So I was trying to tell that to everybody. It was like Niners, Packers, Raiders are our first 3 home games. Don't come to me and tell me we have no home field advantage, all that stuff. It's like, no, it's just those teams specifically will come to our venue, man. Like they'll blow it out. So I'm not buying at that yet of we can't get people there or whatever like that. Cause I know so many hardcore Rams fans out there, man, that go to every game. They're loyal. They're there.
You got 3 right here, bro.
Yeah, dude, they're there 7 a.m., every single time the Rams are in town. So, I don't know. I don't necessarily buy it. But also, let's call it what it is, man. LA is badass, and SoFi Stadium is so cool to be at. So, yeah, people want to go. People want to see it, man. I think we should take it as a compliment, man. People want to be at our house, man.
I always tell Niner fans because they always call our stadium Levi's Stadium. I'm like, yeah, right. You guys just have to travel all the way down here to experience an actual real stadium.
Yeah, you wish you had a cool stadium, man. Levi's is such a bummer. Yeah, Levi's is a bummer of a stadium, dude. If that was my home stadium, I'd try to go to SoFi as much as possible too.
Not even in San Francisco.
Yesterday at school, I got in a debate with a 49er fan, and I said the Rams are way better than the 49ers, and he was saying that the 49ers are better than us, and I'm like, who won the last 2 times the Rams went up against the 49ers? We won the last 2 times we went up against them.
That's a good point, actually.
Yes,
We're getting our own
sir.
streak going.
Yes, sir. Dude, I'm not even like. I still get so excited. Like they're like, you guys only have 1 win. I'm like, yeah, but it's against the Whiner, so I'm cool with like.
Yeah. Dude, okay.
I'm good with that.
I literally said that the other day to somebody because it was like I've said the comments before of like I don't care if we only win 2 games in the year. Those 2 games need to be against San Fran. And like, hey, I stand by that. I stand on business, dude. All right. We have 1 win right now, but that's against the Niners. So guess what? I'm celebrating.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, but y'all couldn't beat us, so shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Do we agree that the Niners are the team, the most hated one? We agree with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Obviously.
Yes.
Second
For
would
a
be
long
Seahawks.
time,
Screw those
my
guys.
personal was Seattle, but that was mainly because of 2010 and Charlie Whitehurst. And I grew so much pain. The hatred that I built up during that game, dude, in a 16-6 loss in Seattle against Charlie Whitehurst, man. It was like, you know what? I don't care if Seattle gets nuked. Like I was so mad, dude.
Dude, that was like.
I got a weird one. I think a close second or third for me is actually Pittsburgh.
Really?
Really?
Just the we're cool because we have the logo on one side of the helmet. It fucking drives me insane. I really hate it. Put the logo on both sides. Like it's not cute. It's no one cares.
Dude, numbers
I
on
think
the other
for-
side.
Just it's obnoxious to me. It drives me
For me, like the AFC team that I hate the most is the Patriots because Tom Brady won his goddamn first Super Bowl against the Rams, and then he won his last Super Bowl with the Patriots against the Rams. So screw Tom Brady, screw the Patriots, screw the AFC.
Yeah, I don't know about my AFC one. I don't know, man. That's
AFC,
a
I
tough
might have
one.
to go with the Chargers.
Chargers.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Is it because they share a stadium with us?
Yeah, that's the reason.
They pay their rent
Yeah,
on time.
I treat
They have to
them
pay
as
rent to us, though.
I treat $1 a year. It doesn't matter. I like the. I like to think of the Chargers as our little brother. So I don't like to think of them as our enemy. I like to think of them as like, hey, come here, little buddy. We got you. We got your back. You can play in our stadium. Like,
Yeah. That's how I feel as a Lakers fan because the Clippers shared a stadium with us up until like this year. They finally got a stadium. So like as a Lakers fan, I'm like, oh, it's okay, little buddy. We got you. Yeah, I know you haven't won anything, but it's fine.
yeah.
Just
That's
don't
exactly
be late
it, man.
on your rent.
Because they're also like not like a real threat to us as far as like overall awesomeness goes, and like also like stealing the Rams or like the LA fan base. We're not at risk of losing our fan base because the Chargers exist in our town. You know what I mean? So
They should have just stayed in San Diego, bro. For real.
They definitely should have, and I'm hoping that they do after their 20-year mark. They have a 20-year out in their agreement. In 20 years into the playing at SoFi, they can choose to break the lease, but it is solely on the Chargers if they renew for another 20 years. The Rams have no say in that, so that's unfortunate. And again, with the $1 a year rent, that continues, so they could play at SoFi Stadium, the best venue in the NFL, for $40 for 40 years. That I think is unfair. It also is unfair that when you consider ticket sales and merch and concessions and all that stuff, the Chargers still get the regular pool that they would if it was their own stadium. Stan Kroenke and the Rams don't really see anything from them using our stadium. But I will also say that I think that the league allowing the Rams to move back to LA was kind of predicated on, hey, you're going to need to share a stadium. We're going to need you to help out another team get there and help them a lot. And I really do think that was the case. So
I will say I'd rather have the Chargers there than the Raiders because I know it's between the Chargers and the Raiders, dude.
Yes, and that's another one of my points, man, is because like I feel like if the Chargers are not sharing a stadium with the Rams are not even in LA. And then also think about it that way, like you did just said, where the other choice was the Raiders. You really want to have the Raiders be the team because that is a team that could pull our fan base because they have a fan base in LA already. So that one, it is a good move for it to be the Chargers.
I don't understand why they haven't won anything in 30 years. I don't get it.
I mean, I can say the same thing about the Cowboys, but the Cowboy fans are just there. you know,
Yeah.
and they're still America's team.
It's weird to me because you kind of look at it. I know people smarter than us try to talk about how long it's going to take for the Rams to grow a sizable fan base. Like, takes another generation because, like, yeah, you need a bunch of kids to grow up like fans. I'm like, those teams haven't won anything big. Like, I don't understand how. Yeah, I don't know. Fanaticism is
But
very.
I think you just answered your own question though. Like it's because of the historical, right? The parents, the grandparents grew up liking those teams, so they grow up because like, oh, my dad watched this team, I watch that team, so I root for them now. My grandparents watch this team, so I root for them now. That was for me, like growing up in Los Angeles. As my mom and dad would watch Laker games, they would watch Dodger games. I became Lakers and Dodgers. That's what I grew up with, you know. Rams fans, like they left. But my mom was still a Rams fan, you know, back in the early '80s, '90s, mid '90s until they moved. And so like I became that too because growing up in LA. And then once they moved, I had no affiliation to any NFL team because my Rams were in St. Louis, you know, but I still had the Lakers and still had the Dodgers.
Yeah.
And you know, and then when the Rams came back, I was like, oh fuck, hell yeah, I'm, you know, back on the Rams. You know,
See, I got more therapy to do then because my parents love the Niners, and so I immediately
yeah.
I hate that team. So
There you go, dude. My youngest son, because I watch like all the Rams games, but he loves the Niners just because of George Kittle. And I'm like, I hate how relatable George Kittle is. He is such a cool dude. Like I could honestly just hang out with George Kittle, but please don't tell me you're not like. I hate that we didn't pick up George Kittle.
I've always, and there is at least minimum one player on every single NFL team that I absolutely love. At least one.
yeah.
And on the Niners, it's Kittle, man. I would do anything to have Kittle on the Rams, man. That would be amazing.
Dude, he loves Pokemon. I grew up with Pokemon.
I'll
Like,
say something
dude.
controversial, and then I gotta head out. You know who my favorite player on the Niners is?
Who?
Brock Purdy.
Wait, what? Brock Purdy?
What?
All right, bye, Tuna. No, just kidding.
Oh, I was like, what?
All right. Tuna, is this
very
is
good
this still a
quarterback.
channel?
We don't promote that on Ram Showcase. This is a Ram
No,
Showcase.
yes, we do. All right. Yes, it is.
I'm gonna
it is his
subscribe.
channel.
I'm gonna
Come
subscribe.
on, man.
I appreciate that, man.
Yes, we
Hey, look,
do.
notification
Come on,
went through.
man.
No, seriously, I wrote an article last year. I wrote one in preseason that Purdy gets a lot of hate, I think, unnecessarily. I think because the stakes are so high. It's Super Bowl or bust for them. So, like, you're under this microscope. Like, if he had to step in for Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, it kind of might be the same situation. No, I think he does a lot of things right. He masks a lot of issues on offense. Yeah, take a drink, Joe. But no, dude, I think he does a lot of things really, really well.
I have a nickname for Brock Purdy.
What's that?
Uh-oh.
Purdy.
Purdy.
Dude, Brock Turdy is hilarious, by the way. That's
That's hella funny. Right?
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
speaking of that, I got to get some dinner.
All right, dude. Hey, thanks for hopping on, man. First in Tuna podcast. Make sure you
Go
subscribe.
Rams.
Yes, we promote that on this show. What are you talking about, dude?
Oh,
God.
No, we watch Sheriff Joe in this house.
Yeah, we watch all of them, all right? We watch all the good ones, man. Thanks for hopping on, dude. Appreciate you.
Yeah, of course, man. Hey, thanks for that brewski, and then I owe you. Later, guys.
Later, man.
Later.
Yes, First and Tuna. Make sure you sub over there for sure, man. Yeah, we support all the cool shows here. All right. Yeah, if you're a friend of Ram Showcase, we all there's plenty of seats at this table, man. All right. So yeah, we're all good here. Cool, bro, as well. Make sure you sub. I don't know how to point. There we go over here. We have even in the comment section. Well, that's Bill. I don't know if he's got a YouTube channel, but Rams House, he's got a YouTube channel. Check that out. Well, he's clearly got some kind of channel here.
Surf Joe, I think I picked the worst year this year to have all Rams for my fantasy football team.
Same, dude. All my players are out of my fantasy.
Honestly, dude. Okay, so I'm starting Matthew Stafford as my quarterback, right? I've got Daniel Jones on my bench who's been outscoring him every week, but I can't start Daniel Jones over Stafford. I don't feel good about that, so I just don't. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Single T in the comment section. What up, man? Are you ever gonna hop on here, Single T? You're always welcome, man. Always welcome. Stuff right here. But yeah, man. So where was oh yeah, I was talking about players that I love on other teams. Because people hate that topic, by the way. There's a lot of Rams fans that are like, no, I hate all of them because they're whatever. But it's like, I don't know. That probably isn't their
I
favorite.
mean, they didn't choose where to go. They just got drafted, so.
Yeah, that's probably not their favorite team, which I also feel that way about Rams players because, like, a lot of times, like, a player will leave and fans will be like, where's his loyalty? And it's like, dude, he's from Georgia. Like, it was like, he has no loyalty to us. Like, you know, it's fine, man. It's not a big deal. So yeah, it was like Gurley and stuff like that. There's like a lot of people like oh, what? Who's leaving? It's like, first of all, we cut him, and somebody again did that. They're like, how did we let or why did we get rid of Raheem? And it's like, we didn't. He got hired from us.
He got promoted.
Yeah, we weren't like, get out of here, Raheem. He got hired. Like, why would we block that, dude? Like, we can't block that. We're not allowed to. He got promoted, so.
I miss
Oh,
Raheem.
can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah, what's up?
So, Robert Saleh, would you guys be cool with him being on UDC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. I think he's a solid coach, man. I think that he's one of those that probably was promoted to head coach a little too soon. I don't think he doesn't have it in him, but I think it was too soon. I don't think he was ready for that. But would I take him as DC? Absolutely. Shula, I think, is very average. I don't think he's doing anything great, but I also don't think he's doing anything so poorly that we're like, get this guy out of here. Like, so I don't know. I think it's
like,
still, he's only
okay. Specifically in this last game, first half, we were blitzing Jordan Love, and we were getting to him. And in the second half, we stopped blitzing. Why? Like,
third quarter,
it was working, bro.
Third quarter alone is why we lost that game. We came out not ready. They came in hot on that in the third quarter. Post halftime was not it for us, man. And but that was it. We have a decent third quarter, and we win that game. They blew us up in the third. Yeah, Brett's talking about players that he loves too. He's talking about Joe Burrow. I was going to mention NFC West players that I actually really like. Back in the day, I guess I don't know if that sentence works, but like Cam Chancellor was my guy for Seattle. I loved that guy, man. I thought he was awesome. And then Arizona, the easiest one in the universe, Larry Fitzgerald. If you hate Larry Fitzgerald, you're lying to yourself.
There's something wrong with you.
That guy's incredible, man. Great dude, great player. There's nothing to hate there.
So actually, I have a little story about Larry Fitzgerald. So, I'm a manager for a paint store here in Oregon. One of my painters, he actually went out to Arizona to paint Larry Fitzgerald's house.
Nice.
Yeah, and he bought the paint from us, so we delivered all that, and it was really cool.
Dude, that's awesome, man. I had a buddy that worked on John Elway's house up in Denver.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, he said he had a replica Super Bowl jersey and like right in his entry.
I'm still trying to get that. I was gonna say Matt Gabe, it's not Matt Gabe. Greg Zerline jersey from Joe.
Oh yeah. You can't have it, but
I will forever try to get that from Joe.
Did you see Jeezy kicking the ball through the cheerleaders this week?
No.
The cheerleaders were out, but he was still on practice time, so he was like, they're like right in front of him, and he's kicking balls. It's so funny. I was like, yeah, Jeezy. Ramshouse said that this is a really good point, actually. So Deshaun typically is a master of keeping the lead in the second half, but it's tough without your top horses, which is absolutely right, man. When we had the lead at halftime, I was kind of like, all right, we're good. I felt so good about it, man. I was like, we're sitting real pretty right now, man. Just keep this lead. We're A-okay. I felt so good at half, man. Like,
I was still until that ball got punched out.
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, and he commented that too. Ramshouse did that. Kyron Humble was tough, which is definitely Earl Thomas top 5. Dude, Earl Thomas too, man. I did like him as well. He had a little bit of attitude stuff where I was like a little bit dicey on, but Cam Chancellor was my guy.
I got a question for you guys.
Yeah, whatever.
If we could trade Stafford for any current quarterback in the NFL right now, who would you want to trade him for?
Trevor
Like any quarterback.
I want Trevor
C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud.
Oh, C.J. Stroud's a good answer, dude, actually.
Okay,
I
so
changed mine to him. But close second, dude, I love Trevor Lawrence, and I know that he's not the best quarterback in the NFL. I get that. But I also feel like
he needs coaching, bro.
I feel like Trevor Lawrence specifically would be the perfect quarterback for Sean McVay. I really feel that way.
and that's how I feel about CJ Stroud. Like I always think like because I watch CJ Stroud play, dude, and he like plays and he has paid homage to Matthew Stafford. Like he's actually said like
he
that's
is
one of
so
his goats,
good.
dude. And CJ Stroud has mad respect for Stafford, dude. And he's so humble, dude. He is so humble. He's such a good person. Like, and I honestly, bro, like I'm a fan. I'm not one of those people that like other players from other teams, but like CJ Stroud is one of my guys. I'm like, dude, I'm a fan of CJ Stroud. And if CJ Stroud was a Ram, that would be awesome.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah, Rams
I
has that
would-
Stafford down.
I would probably trade if I could trade like one quarterback for Stafford. It'd be Mahomes, but we also have to get a first round pick too.
Yeah, Mahomes is the easy answer, but
Yeah, I was gonna say Mahomes is like like of course, you know.
yeah. But yeah, I would say Stroud is a really good answer. But I really like Trevor Lawrence, man, and I have for a long time. And I am one of those
Dude,
people
honestly,
who thinks that he's not good because he's in Jacksonville. Like straight up.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like Trevor Lawrence, like was one of those like he's a Clemson player, like, and I feel like he'll make those throws, but he just needs a little bit of coaching. And I think after that, like he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Oh, that's right, dude. That's so funny. I talked to Payo and Rams house about this. I had a dream that we traded for Lamar.
Dude, imagine Lamar with our offense, like Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, with Kyron Williams. That'd
Every
be scary.
time. Scary
That would be
time.
scary.
This is exactly where I'm at too emotionally. Like what Brett says. He says, enjoy the NFL as a whole. Even when the Rams are really bad, I enjoy the game in general. And I am 1,000% that way. And I like the ups and downs, man. Like, yeah, winning is awesome. And winning the Super Bowl, being awesome, being the playoff team was absolutely incredible. It's not going to make or break my fandom, man. I sat through some really, really bad St. Louis years, and it happens, man. I'm not worried about it. It's whatever. Will be better next year, probably. If not, I'm still going to do Rams Showcase and still watch every game. So, like, yeah, do I prefer to win? Absolutely. But whatever. I'm just here for all of it, man. Like, and it's like the thing, too, is like people get mad and be like, we need to do this. We need to do this. Or what? Or what? Are you just going to stop watching or something? Because, like, that's always my question. We got to do this. We got to get rid of this guy. We got to fire this guy. We got to start to – or what? If the answer is nothing, you're just going to keep watching the games, then shut up and just watch the games, all right? It's going to be fine. Man.
Also, guys, I was watching the Rams, a Rams YouTube short, and I saw this, and it's from the recent game when the players walk in to go to the locker room. Bro, Stafford, why does he look sad in this picture right here?
He's tired of getting smacked.
They just lost.
Dude, he's getting smoked every week, man.
He looks so sad in that picture. I feel bad for Stafford.
I'm sure he feels bad, dude, because like, I'm sure he's like, I am doing everything I can to try to help this team, and we're still losing. Like, I get it, you know. Like he did so much. He plays so good for a losing team for so many years, and now he's in LA. He won a Super Bowl with them, but now he's just like, damn, what else? What more can I do to try to, help this team win? You will never catch me talking any bad thing about Stafford, bro, because he literally puts his body, his mind, he puts everything out in the field. Like I will never complain about Stafford because I know he is giving 150% of himself for this team. So you will never see me talking crap about Stafford, dude. Stafford is like by far like one of my top 5 players ever.
Also, did I tell you guys about how I messaged Matthew Stafford on Facebook and he actually responded back?
What? Dude,
Yeah.
that's so cool. I love
He
that, man.
responded back. Bro, I was so happy when I got that message back from Matthew Stafford.
That's sick, dude. I was trying to find the run out, the Rams run out of the tunnel, because you can see me. We were obviously front row, right above the Rams tunnel, so you can just see me losing my mind. I'm like, a few beers in, at that point, and it was like post tailgate, which is such a dangerous event for me, man. Rams tailgates are so dangerous as Sheriff Joe Bags because I'll just accept them. Like, I'll just say yes, So, like, people are like, hey, take it. Like, yeah, you want a beer? Yeah, I want a beer. Like, so it's a dangerous game. But, dude, that's hilarious. Brett says, I didn't see a single winning season from 6th grade until I was 28. Yeah, dude, we're going to be okay. You're emotionally going to be okay if we have a couple of bad years. Like we're all going to be fine, man. Like, yeah, literally. Well, Stafford over Warner all day. 100%, not close. Who else agrees with that?
I
I
agree.
agree.
That's all. We'll leave it at that then.
Stafford's my favorite quarterback of all time. He's my second. Actually, Stafford's my second favorite NFL player after Cup, because Cup's obviously my favorite player, but then Stafford's my second favorite of all time.
Dude, absolutely, man. That's I'm trying to think of who's like your all-time favorite, not on the Rams roster now, but like all-time. Like, who's your guy all time?
All time, Cooper Cup.
All time is Cooper Kupp. Nice, dude.
Yeah,
All right.
of all
What about you,
time.
Edwin?
I think all time, just because like for me, this player like literally got me through my darkest times. Cause I know you know Joe, but I don't know if anybody else does. But like going through my divorce, like that was the hardest time of my life, and just watching this player like come through for us, like Aaron Donald, bro. Aaron Donald like got me through like the darkest time of my life. Like just watching him like put everything he had, and he did it, and I knew he would always get through for us. Aaron Donald, for by far, he is my favorite. He is my and I when I took my family to the game against the Detroit Lions after COVID, first game against the Detroit Lions after we traded Jared Goff, and Aaron Donald was warming up on the field. I was like, Aaron, I yelled out, Aaron, and he looked at me, and he pointed at me. I'm like, oh my god, Aaron Donald! That was like the coolest thing ever, dude.
I love
That was the coolest thing ever.
Rams House still says Jalen Ramsey, man, which absolutely, man, that was pretty badass.
Not a bad pick.
Single T says
Steven Jackson.
He says
I
Steven
wish he
Jackson
would have won a ring with us.
got through some bad years, man, and I absolutely agree because there were some times there where it felt like Steven Jackson was the only guy trying for us, and that kind of helped me kind of get through. Rams House says Holt as a throwback, dude. This is my guy here, the one and only Marshall Faulk.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, that's so sick. But yeah,
That's awesome.
without Marshall Faulk, I'm probably not even a football fan, honestly. I'm probably a football fan, but I'm not this crazy, and especially about the Rams, man. He got me into to the Rams specifically, and that's, it kind of was all over from there, man. When I saw him running, it was like, man, this guy's fun to watch, and that was about it. That's what sucked me in. So, good times, man. Oh, dude. We talked about, when did I talk about this play? Did I talk about this last week or maybe on the show? Steven Jackson with his helmet off, Patrick Willis, dude. That play, I was at the bar watching that play, dude, and I got so fired up, dude. I was ready for anything at that moment, right? So like he's like running, helmet pops off, you see his face, he's like, it's like, let's go. Oh man, I would have punched a Niner fan if they were there. Like I've never been like so jacked up. That and then Kupp's deep ball against the Niners. When he caught it in the NFC.
Oh my god! When he like just picked up, and he was like, ah.
Yeah, that was another one where I felt like I could have done anything, dude. That's good stuff, man. Yeah, Payo Time says Steven Jackson's unreal. Payo Time as well, by the way, another YouTuber you have to subscribe to. I don't make the rules; you have to. If you're watching this live stream, you have to subscribe to Payo Time. Those are the rules. Yep. All right, we'll be getting off here in a little bit. I do got to start my show prep. I am going to get the fan quesos that posted up tonight, just because we are in a bye week, so there is no game preview. So obviously we'll kind of load it up with stuff like that. We're kind of going to take a bit of a screenshot, to use terms that everybody understands here, of the season right now and kind of where we're at and where we're going to be kind of looking post by. So that's kind of what we can expect from this week's episode of Ram Showcase, and then definitely loaded up on fan quesos. I have a few that I have to do some prep from both Payo and Rams House. They ask me questions that require research, and then when I read them live on the show and I'm not ready to answer them, I have to put them back. So, so we'll get those ones going for this one. And yeah, dude, it's a great question.
I think I know what my touchdown one would be. My
Yeah, what-
touchdown.
yeah, what would-
Probably. Let me think. It'd probably be me doing this, the LeBron James crown one.
Ooh, that's a good one, man. I'll probably just go with a good old fashioned Holt, run into the end zone with your arms up. That's it. That's nothing crazy.
What I think for me, like, was it? I want to say it was Randy Moss. Like, like looked like he was like pulling his pants down in front of like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would be me. Especially if it was a Levi Stadium, dude. I would have no fucking
Oh,
I
yeah.
would have no problem with that. Like, I would just be like,
Dude, have you watched that play recently?
I
Dude,
haven't.
go watch the replay of that celebration and listen to the commentators. It's the funniest thing ever, dude. They hated it. They were like,
Oh, I'm sure they did. I'm sure.
assless. That is. It was like,
Yeah.
that's so funny. Or I do the Steven Jackson, man, the dice.
Yeah.
That's a good one too, dude. That's good,
Yeah.
man.
Or maybe even the one when the Aaron Donald throwing up his helmet.
Dude, like which one?
I
was like, there's been a few of them. I'd be like the Aaron Donald one, like, where's my ring? Where's my ring?
Oh yeah,
Right?
that one. That one's iconic.
Or the Warren Sapp where he holds the ball like this and does a little jump. Like that's a throwback, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Next year in the NFL draft, what player do you guys think we should go for in draft?
No care. It's week 6. I don't care.
I was about to say, like, I can't even answer that because, like, if we, like, it, oh, God. Like, ideally, I would want Zachariah Branch from USC, wide receiver, or Travis Hunter from Colorado because he can play defense and offense. So, one of those two. But, like, honestly, I can't answer that just because I don't, like, I feel as a Rams fan, like, we're not even going to pick in the top 10. So, like, I can't even answer that right now.
That's the struggle with it is because, like, yeah, right now we're technically slotted in at the 4, but
we're not going to end up like that.
It's going to change. What does this one say here? I remember Danny Amendola scoring the touchdown, then running to the bench, and it was such a funny celebration. Yeah, man. Dude, Danny's had some good ones too, though, man. Danny was awesome. I love Danny Amendola. We just couldn't pay him what he wanted, man, and that's unfortunate. But what can you do? What can you do? What'd be your sack celebration? Do you have one of those, cool, bro?
Well, that would probably be just walking over the quarterback.
All right, I love that. I would probably just right now in just today's world of Rams, I would go with I would copy the conductor.
Oh, that one's like that would be my second
that would
choice.
be sick. That would be sick.
Got to see it in person this week. It was awesome. I love that, man. We got a Holt favorite, no doubt. Love that, dude. Love that. Holt was the reason I played wide receiver when I played in high school, because that was my guy at the
That's
time.
so awesome.
Yeah, when because I started watching because of Falk, but by the time I was really into it, I really liked wideouts because we had Bruce and Holt, and it was kind of just watching those guys and Hakeem and Kevin Curtis and all those guys. I just liked it. I liked that position group a lot. So, and then playing football made me get a really, really big respect for corners and secondary players because I couldn't do it. All right. When we were like, we had to play both sides. And when I was a corner, I got wrecked every single time. I remember the kicker mossing the hell out of me a few times. And I was like, I'm so bad at this. And so like, I had a new appreciation for that position group. And so like Janoris Jenkins, Cortland Finnegan, like a bunch of those guys, I was just all about those guys. Jenks for sure, because he was touchdown guy, man. Like he would get burned, but he was just scoring tuds all day. And I loved that. Cortland Finnegan won us a game against the Redskins because he pissed off a wide receiver and he got the ball thrown at him. Won us that game, dude, because they were in field goal range, and then instead they missed it. So that was awesome. And I just a Finnegan guy was awesome. There was some off-field stuff that I really liked Finnegan for as well. But right now, man, I've yet to claim a current favorite Ram since Fuller left. I've kind of been out of it a little bit, but I think there is a leader right now. I'm not gonna reveal it, because I don't want to change it and then have everybody think that I'm flip-flopping over here. So, but I'll probably be ready to say who that favorite Ram is here decently soon. Rams House says I was so mad I missed the Kobe Turner sack and the first 7 minutes of the game. CBS did bonus coverage. Oh, that sucks. I didn't even realize that. Obviously, I was not on broadcast for that, but that's a bummer, dude. Yeah, that's a turn Super Saiyan after a sack. Hell yeah, man. Going over 9,000 after a sack, man. Hell yeah. That's cool. All right, we got a couple minutes here. Then we'll wrap up this live stream, man. Okay.
What would you say the predictions are for the Rams versus Raiders game after bye week?
I think we win that game, man. I really do. For a few reasons. The Raiders are not that good. We'll probably get Cooper Kupp back. I don't know if we're going to get others back, but there is a chance. Timing-wise, we should be okay to get guys like Steve and Jonah back decently soon. So we'll see about how their practice windows go. I want to mention, by the way, the very unfortunate timing and just disaster of a season that this has ended up to be for Laryl Murchison, as his practice window opens up, first day in practice, breaks his foot. And that's so unfortunate, dude. Murch, man, I feel for Murch really, really bad. But we will be starting to get healthy. We already felt it with D-Will coming back, and we felt his presence, except for on that deep ball to Kraft, where I felt like he had terrible effort. Probably could have gotten him out of bounds there, but whatever, it happens. So I remember Finnegan throwing Calvin Johnson's mouth guard into the stands. He had to take a series off. I do remember that, and that is hilarious. That is absolutely hysterical, man.
Never forget.
Never forget. Steve Avila was hinting at his comeback for Peo time. Peo time, show your work, man. You can't just give us an answer and not tell us how you got there. Show your work. What are we hinting at here? Super Saiyan Steve, what are you talking about? What you talking about, man? All right. Maybe we'll get him back here soon. I do think that we get those guys back soon, though, Jonah and Steve, and then we will have our offensive line. And we get our offensive line back, and that is massive. His IG, his Twitter, you guys make up your mind. So Peo says it was his IG. Ramshouse says his Twitter. I don't know. Social media is where we apparently got this. I don't know where that's at, but yeah. So, but yeah, getting our line back in general, I think, is going to be massive. That alone will be so huge, and I think just a big turning point for Stafford himself, because I do think, and based on watching him, that like in these first 5 games, he has not looked comfortable in the pocket. It really kind of, he feels like he's rushing it a little bit no matter what. So, Peo posted it on his X account. Let me check that out. I'm calling it X account. I don't know what that is. That feels not right to me still. X. What a dumb name for a social media site.
Yeah, I like Twitter better.
Okay. This is what Avila posted.
Nice.
So yeah,
Get
there's
ready.
some hourglasses and Goku in there cooking.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure that's Goku. I'm actually
Isn't it
not
hilarious because, when he comes back in his first game, he has like blonde hair.
That'd be wild, bro. It's all spiked too. He looks like
It's
Rain.
all spiked up.
That'd be cool, man. Is that Wayne Static or Goku? Who knows? That's awesome, man. So yeah, we'll get those guys back, man. We'll start getting healthy. We'll and I will say this. Okay, I was going to talk about this on the podcast. I'm going to say this. I think we've seen the last of Trey White in a Rams jersey. What do you guys think? We'll start with Edwin. What do you think about that?
Same, dude. Same. Like, I feel like there's been so many opportunities for him, and he has just not taken advantage, and he keeps getting burnt. I don't know if it's the injuries. I don't know if it's the one. I don't know if he's a new system. Like, I do not know. But for whatever reason, he cannot stop a nosebleed, and it's very obvious. So I am totally okay with him not playing another snap for the Rams.
I just think it happens, man. Cool, bro. What do you think about Trey White, man? You think he plays for the Rams again?
I think probably not.
I'm interested. And drop off in the comments as well, man. I'm curious to know, because I've had this thought. As soon as I saw Healthy Scratch and D-Will back, it was like, oh, we're never going to see Trey White again. All right. Like, that was really my first thought. I'm like in the parking lot of SoFi and I see the inactives notification. I was like, oh, all right. Well, that's it for him then. And it seems like because the Rams also are very quick to acknowledge and move on from their mistakes. And that is one thing I love about this team. We will not hold on to a mistake just because it's expensive or because
I love and I hate that.
I love it because it's like, you know what? Yeah, just eat it, man. Who cares? Like, and it bites us.
Todd Gurley still hurts.
But what's up?
Todd Gurley still hurts.
It still hurts, but he was not good anymore. He was done. So
No, I know. But
it was over, man. Like we knew it was over. We knew it was over in the Super Bowl because nobody has ever walked onto a Super Bowl field in the NFL looking as dope as Todd Gurley looked in that game, and then to do nothing. I mean, that just doesn't happen, man. So that's when I knew it was done. It was like this guy's got pinnacle swag right now, and he had didn't do anything, and it was like, oh, it's over. His career is done. Like that was when I knew, that's for sure. Let's see in the comments here. If we had two UDFAs playing corner over Trey, I'd say he's played his last snap. Yes, McCullough scoring a pick 6, which was absolutely awesome, by the way. And also,
that was so cool.
So frustrating because my brain is like, yes, it worked out. We got the pick 6. Jalen McCullough, first touchdown, first pick in his career. That's amazing. Super pumped for that dude. Byron, make that sack. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Dude,
just bumping a little.
I thought the same thing. I'm like, wait, what was that little bump you had going on, bro? Like, grab him, bro.
Get him. Like, I was like, it worked out in our favor, but it was at the same time, I was like, are you kidding me, dude? Hit him.
No, but imagine how it would be if, like, he would have thrown it and one of his guys would have got it. You know, exactly. We would have beat totally different tune.
Yep, exactly. And that's exactly kind of my point on that is like, dude, you have to just wrap him up. Don't just bump him, grab his arms and pull them down because you could probably score a touchdown there. You get the
exactly.
Like, come on, dude. So yeah, I was getting frustrated about that. But it worked out. So whatever. Peo says, I think Trey is gone. Worth taking a flyer on him, but he's lost a step or two. And I think that's exactly it. Hey, we gave it a shot. Trey White didn't work out for us. Let's move on. Just get rid of him. Let him go sign somewhere. Let him.
Yep. We're not committed. Yeah, we're not committed for we're not committed for a long run, so it's fine. Like that's why I was like when we picked him, I was like optimistic, but I was like, you know what? If it doesn't work out, we're not committed to him.
Yeah, let me check the numbers here. See what it costs us to.
I'm just gonna be really upset if he goes somewhere else and he just falls out. I'm gonna be so upset.
It could happen, man, but he just doesn't work with us, man. So that's the thing. That's kind of my point. Is it like he might go somewhere else and ball out, but Rams fans got to know that like that doesn't mean that he would have done that with us because we've seen that plenty of times. So if we cut him right now, we save almost nothing. We eat 3.2 mil in dead cap. We only clear up $235,000. If we trade him, though, we clear it all. We clear the 1.7 million. So,
yeah.
So we
low risk, high reward.
We'd have to trade him, but even if we drop him, at least that removes because now you got to think also he was a healthy scratch. Do we think he's going to be a good person to have just hanging out in our locker room? Probably not. Let's just go ahead and get him out of here, man. So that's kind of how I feel about it.
What do you guys think? What do you guys think is the chances of us making the playoffs this season?
Pretty minimal, but I don't think it's impossible. This division's not that good. I think that we can still win this division.
I don't think it's minimal. I think it's a good chance just because I feel like the NFC is like way more open than the AFC. So I feel like we have a way better chance in the NFC. I mean, if you think about it, like Cowboys have won, against that team. Yeah, they beat the Steelers, but like, how good are the Steelers? In our own division, like, yeah, we've lost to the Cardinals. We still got the Seahawks. We beat the Niners. We just gotta get a better record than they do. And we're gonna get some people back. The Niners, like, yeah, they're a little banged up, but like, what's their excuse? You know what I mean? Like, so I think we have a good chance to make the playoffs. I I honestly think we are better than what our record says, and we just need to get healthy. And Sean McVay needs to get out of his own way. I honestly believe Sean McVay is in his own way, and once he just like, okay, I'm gonna do what the defense dictates, and I'm gonna do what has been working. He is going to be okay. He's gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. Like I'm still optimistic. I haven't gone off the bandwagon. We're gonna make the Super Bowl, you guys. And I know that might be like a weird take, but I'm that high up on my Rams. Like I love my Rams. I'm never gonna stop riding with them. And I honestly feel like in my heart of hearts, we're gonna make the Super Bowl and we're gonna beat the Chiefs. We're gonna stop them from repeating, and it's gonna be awesome. And we're gonna that parade down in LA. I'm gonna try to make it this year.
Dude, I absolutely agree with Peo here, and this is kind of what my point was going to be. It says at least nine wins that you need, and it says looking at our schedule, 8 of the 12 remaining games are very doable, and I 1,000% agree with it. The hardest game that is on the rest of our schedule appears to be the Vikings.
I don't believe in the Vikings.
Like I'm fine with that, man, because the Vikings are also a team that, with where they're at right now, and Jones is a little bit beat up now. Darnold is their quarterback. I think it's just one of those things where it's a matter of time. I think they're peaking early. Is kind of my point on the Vikings, and who knows when they're going to start to kind of crumble down. And I don't think it'll be a full crumble. They're going to the playoffs at 5-0. I don't think they're going to crumble that bad. They are a playoff team, but I think that by the time we get to the playoff, people are going to be like, "Oh, the Vikings, they kind of stumbled into this. They got here because they started hot." And I think that that's what we're going to see with the Vikings. Outside of that, Bills are a good team, obviously. Philly's a good team. Saints are decent. We got the Niners. That's always a ton. Jets, we'll kind of see now that they fired their head coach how they kind of look that far out, but luckily we get them far enough out that we'll kind of have an idea of that. Miami, they look to be terrible for no reason at all, out of nowhere. But overall, yeah, we've got a bunch of winnable games, man. If we can get healthy and just kind of just take it one at a time, you know what I mean? I think we'll be okay. And kind of to your point, Edwin, about the I forgot what I was going to say, but I had it. I thought that looking over here was going to remind me of it, but yeah, I lost it. That's okay. I'm still exhausted from that trip, dude. I got so little sleep over this weekend. I was getting like 4 hours a night, maybe, and it was just like, I'm too old to be doing that, man.
That LA lifestyle, bro. It's getting to you.
Went to sleep at like 11, wake up at 3 to fly back, and it was like, I can't sleep on planes. I don't know what it is. I just can't. Like,
neither can I, bro. Like, I can't get comfortable in those seats, man.
I will almost sleep. Like, I go into like what I call power save mode, which is where like I can close my eyes and I can kind of fade out, but I can still like hear the hum, and at any moment I can still open my eyes and just be like, whatever, I'm still there. So I'm not sleeping, So I just cracked open a book. My buddy wrote a book, so I was just crushing that on the plane and stuff. And yeah, by the way, definitely check it out. It's called Monarch. It is so sick. It's one of my best friends of all time. He wrote a book called Monarch. It's like a murder mystery thriller. It's so badass, dude. Check it out for sure. It's super, super cool. Man, I'll absolutely love it. Dude, Rams are Vikings trap game. GP Shadow is 1,000% correct, actually. That is totally a game that the Rams win for no reason.
Oh, we're going to beat those Vikings.
Really well. That is a game that the Rams win like 27-10 for no reason.
47-5.
Yeah. Dude, that's so funny. All right, man. Let's go and wrap up here. Any final thoughts? Cool, bro. By the way, everybody in the comment section is digging your hat still, man. The hat was hot last year. The hat is hot this year. Everybody loves the hat, dude. So yeah, man. Where will we follow you and tell us what you got going on, dude?
Well, we just gotta keep on holding on to hope that the Rams will make the Super Bowl. Get the rosaries out, like I said on my stream. Get the rosaries out, and let's hope for we can go 9 wins, get into the playoffs, show everybody that it's our house, that we are going to become a dynasty, and that we will win. And yeah, that is my hope. That's my hope. I'm still holding on to hope, like Edwin.
Hell yeah, man. And where what's your channel and all that?
Okay, so I have two. The one that I did my stream on, CoolBro9809. That's how you find it. And then my Rams channel dedicated to Rams and LA sports is called Ramsbro LA Sports Fan.
Okay. Rams Bro LA Sports Fan, and it's 9808. Cool Bro 9808.
9809.
9809. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. I'm asking this question. You don't have to answer this. Is 09 the year you were born?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the year I graduated high school. That's cool.
Man, I feel old. That was like a year before I graduated high school.
Dope, dude. I love that. And Edwin, man, any final thoughts you want to drop on us?
Yes, sir. Final thoughts. We're gonna be okay, guys. Sean McVay's still our coach. Matthew Stafford's still our quarterback. We are getting Cooper Kupp. We are getting Puka Nacua. Our old line is coming back. Do not lose faith, because if you're not gonna ride with us in the bad times, do not ride with us in the good times. Okay? I'm just saying that. I'm gonna be here for it. Whatever happens, I'm never gonna change this. I have a tattoo on my freaking calf. I'm never gonna change my LA Rams fandom. I'm here for it. Either way, I know Joe. I know Cool Bro's here for it. I know you guys are here for it. Let's just keep it rolling, guys. Keep the good vibes going on. Our guys need it. I know they don't have all our fans in LA right now, but we're gonna get there, and it's gonna be okay. And when we hoist that other banner, Super Bowl against the Chiefs, it's gonna be awesome, you guys. Just keep the faith, guys. We're Ramley, bro. Mob Squad forever.
I'll show this. And Payo's comment is cracking me up here. Cool, bro. You lucked out, dude. You didn't have to watch those 09 Rams. That is so funny, dude. And absolutely accurate.
True.
Okay, so I want to find this one. I took this photo from field level at SoFi Stadium. Let me find it. So I took this, which I absolutely love. Them banners, though. Okay, that was actually not the field level one. That was when we were in the suites. But, dude, yeah, them banners, so nice,
cool.
so fresh, so clean, so perfect, so everything, dude.
Gotta get like 5 more up there.
Heck yeah, man. And check
At
this
least,
out.
at
So,
least.
that was us field level.
Oh, that's so cool.
If you can see my buddy's shirt, this asshole, or I'd rather be at Lambeau.
Yeah, dude, I saw that. I wanted to comment because I think it was like on your Facebook, dude. I was like, dude, they go back to Lambeau with your
That's
freaking
so fun.
metal bleachers.
That is so funny, dude. And I 1,000% would have worn an I'd rather be at SoFi shirt at the Lambeau tour if I had one, man. It's so funny to me. All right, y'all. Hey, thank you guys for hopping on. I'm gonna get you guys out of here. I'm gonna do a quick little wrap up, and then look for the. I know Edwin, you usually pop in on the fan quesos. Feel free to load them up this time because we don't have a game preview, so all that time is wide open.
Yes,
So we'll get
sir.
that one. Cool, bro. If you want to, I'll post it on the community section as well on the YouTube channel. If you want to drop your own as well, Payo Tom usually hops in there. Rams House usually hops in there. Got some regulars on there, but if you've got Rams related questions that you would like my perspective on, or for me to answer, I can even look into stuff, whatever. Drop them on the fan quesos, and you can do that whenever. You don't have to wait for the post. You can always message me on social media. You can tweet at me, whatever. Just get those questions over to me. ramshowcase@gmail.com. Just send them over, dude. Like, I'll get them in there. Just however you can get your question to me, definitely do it. We'll get that rolling. But cool, bro. And Edwin, dude, thanks so much for hopping on this, guys.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you for everything that you do for us, bro. I look forward to this every week, man. You're awesome. Thank you so much for the space that you provide us. And I'm sure I can speak for Cool, bro, when I say, like, you are awesome and you provide us with great content. You are amazing, and we're always going to ride with you, man. Go Rams.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Edwin, man, you have a killer night, dude, all right? Thank you so much, man. Oh, I totally cut him off. I cut you off there. I cut you off. What'd you say?
I said go Rams. Go Rams.
Go Rams. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much, man. Cool, bro. Hey, man. Dude, it is super, super cool to see. And I know I don't want to comment on like I don't want to like pound the drum too much on like, oh, you're this young fan and all this stuff, but it is really cool to see, man. I genuinely do believe that, man. As somebody who was graduating high school the year you were born, I think it's absolutely awesome to see somebody, getting into it and not only getting into it, but also like creating content about it and stuff like that. I support content creators, especially when they're Rams related specifically, man. Keep on killing it. Keep on working, man. You're going in the right direction. I absolutely love to see it, man. Thanks for hopping on with me.
Thank you, sir. Horns up and may the force be with you and peace out.
Dude, hell yeah, always. He bounces. I love that. Oh, man, that guy's awesome. But yeah, man. So, yes, Ram Showcase, of course, coming tomorrow. We'll get the audio version out and the video version as well. Video version will be out Thursday morning. Audio version tomorrow night. Fan queso section going to be a pretty heavy hitter on this one, but we're kind of taking a little bit of a snapshot of where this Rams team is at right now, heading into the bye week. We're 1-4, so not looking killer right now. But we also entered the season extremely beat up, extremely just in a bad spot ultimately, just with the injuries and all that stuff. So. Unfortunately, I kind of pounded the drum a little bit like, hey, if we can get to 2-3 before the bye week, I feel good about it. If we're 1-4, that's a bit of a different story. And it is. Let's call it what it is, man. It is a different story. The Rams being 1-4, it feels dramatically different than 2-3. And it does feel like the morale has dropped dramatically being 1-4. I think that a lot of Rams fans kind of echo the same sentiments of like, I feel like there's two camps really. There's the camp of like, we know this team is better than this, and we're also just beat up. We'll probably win a bunch more games once we get healthy, we get out of the bye week. And then there's the camp of like, let's just tear it down anyway, dude. We're not doing a good job. To put ourselves in a spot to make the playoffs is going to be extremely difficult. So let's just not worry about it. Let's just kind of just get through or whatever. Both camps have their points or whatever. I'm somewhere in the middle of like, let's just play each game and see how each one goes. And then at the end of the year, then let's take stock. We don't need to be planning out like, okay, if we win 9 games and we can do this, or if we just do this, then we'll be drafting here. We're going into week 6 in our bye week. We don't have to worry about that yet. We don't need to be worrying about the offseason or playoffs at this moment. We just need to worry about whatever we're dealing with now, man. Getting our guys back and the Raiders coming to town. That's it. That's the only thing that matters right now, man. Getting healthy over this bye week, letting some bruises heal up. I mean, we got Whittington leaving the stadium in a sling and stuff like that. Let some bruises kind of heal up and let's kind of just revamp a little bit. If we are willing to make Trey White a healthy scratch, I think that we're willing to maybe see what Spates and Hummel can do at the inside linebacker spot. I'm a supporter of Roseboom and Reeder. I said this earlier to open the stream. I'm a supporter of these guys. I've got their backs. Let's call it what it is, though. We can get a lot better at that position. Let's see if Hummel and Spates are better at that position than those guys. I'm getting kind of bored with watching them get just blown back on blocks, and it's not that exciting. So either way, we got a question coming in here, which I may answer here if you're with me now. My question is, should the Rams draft Shedeur Sanders if he falls to us at our first-round draft pick? Shedeur specifically, I'm going to, at this point in week 6, I'm going to say no, but ask me later. I'm not looking at the offseason yet. I'm not a big draft guy in general. I think that there are some other shows and some other podcasts that will remain unnamed that I think do an incredible job on draft coverage. So find those, and you're going to do good there. Ram Showcase is not where you're going to get your best draft coverage, but I do feel like this is where you find your best game previews. I will kind of do that. I don't love to brag on myself or my content or anything like that, but I do feel like I have the best game previews from what I've seen. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can tell me what I'm missing out of my game previews. There's always something. There's always something missing from anybody's channel. Nobody's perfect. So draft coverage is not my thing necessarily. We're dealing with rookies. Most of those guys aren't going to hit, whatever. I'm just not that worried about it. Game previews, though, I feel like that's where Ram Showcase makes its money. But yeah, we're kind of just right now, man, as far as like looking ahead on players specifically on like who I think the Rams should draft. let's also see who leaves. And that question doesn't get answered until after the season's over. Because maybe there's some guys that we cut that we don't expect to be cut. Maybe there's some guys that get traded that we don't expect to be traded. Maybe there's some guys that retire that we don't expect to retire. We might be needing a right tackle. Who knows? Maybe Rob Havenstein's like, you know what? I'm out. And then we need that position. You know what I mean? What if Stafford does leave? And then we're obviously talking about quarterbacks. So I think there's too many factors that go into it right now for me to say confidently. And I think that is the key there. Is it like I can give you an answer and say, yeah, sure, the Rams should pick Shedeur Sanders, but I'm not confident in any of my comments towards that because there's just too many questions to answer still to this point. So I think I'm gonna start my game or my show prep and get that rolling for the bye week and kind of get that snapshot going. And I definitely need to do my rewatch of this game. I've only watched it the one time and it was in person. So I have a very limited scope of how this game actually unfolded. And there's a lot of things I'm looking for in this game specifically that I wasn't able to capture as I was watching live. It's very difficult to capture all of it when you're there and close to the field. And that's not a complaint. That's absolutely awesome. But it is hard to get a good view. So has that all 22 on the iPad and the game broadcast on the TV. That's what I'm about to get into tonight after I get some show prep done. But cool, bro, hopping on. Absolutely love that, man. It's been too long since we've gotten to chat with him, so that was really cool to see. Edwin, man, thanks again for hopping on. We also had Tuna pop in. Got to meet Tuna. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick here. I shared some of these, but I'm so bad at social media that I'm just whatever. But there's me and Tuna, dude. Yeah, sheriff with the Modelo, man. That's in my natural habitat right there. But yeah, it was me and Tuna at the tailgate, man. It was absolutely awesome. Had a killer time, and just hanging out with Rams fans, man. It's my best place, man. I absolutely love it. So again, look for Ram Showcase dropping tomorrow night. Audio version, video version will be out Thursday morning. Maybe we'll do some stuff on Sunday as well with the having the bye week and stuff like that. So yeah, dude, Color Rush. That Sheriff Joe Bag's #9 custom jersey. That is my #1 favorite that I own. My favorite color is yellow. So when the Rams dropped a yellow jersey, I was like, yo, all over it, dude, immediately. So I absolutely love that, man. Dude, Malik Smooth Operator Willis coming in here. I'm guessing you're a Packers fan too, by the way, man, which is absolutely awesome. Thanks for hopping in, dude. Appreciate you. Unless you lost a bet, and then I'm sorry. But yeah, thanks for everybody for hanging out with me and hopping on the stream and talking some Rams football. We get to bye week, so our week is off, and we get to kind of lick some wounds a little bit here as we prepare for the Raiders post bye week and potentially a run. We did it last year where we lost only one game in our final 8. Let's not say that's impossible. All right, that's all I ask is that we say it. We just agree that it's not impossible. That's all I ask. I'm not saying that it's likely. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I just say let's agree it's not impossible. The Rams can go on a run, and that's what we're rooting for, right? So thanks again for hopping on, and everybody who joined with me, everybody who watched in the comment section. Appreciate you guys, and hey, we're going to turn this bad boy around, all right? Hopefully you get out to some games, man. I'll be at the Buffalo game. Everybody else, man, enjoy your night. Thanks for hopping on with me, and yeah, peace on out. Go Rams.